Hi, everybody, and welcome. When applying for jobs, your resume is your first impression. But how can you capture a recruiter's attention immediately when they may spend less than 7 seconds reviewing the document? The answer is a resume summary, which should tell a brief, compelling story about who you are as a professional. Today, I'm going to discuss 6 key tips to create an effective resume summary. So let's get started. The first tip is to put your resume summary in the right place. Typically, a recruiter will quickly read a resume from top to bottom. During this review, it's possible that a bullet point with a key accomplishment can be overlooked, especially if it's toward the bottom of the resume. But you can use this review to your advantage. The most effective place to put your resume summary is immediately after your name and contact information. This placement ensures that your key accomplishments are right at the top of the resume, where you're most likely to have the full attention of the recruiter. Now that you know where to place your resume summary, it's important to keep it at the right length. A well-written resume summary, which is also called a professional summary, is brief, between 2 to 3 sentences. It should include your years of professional experience, top skills, strengths, and what you're looking for in your next role. Beyond that, it should help recruiters understand who you are as a professional. Creating an effective resume summary is easiest once you've taken some time to reflect on your relevant skills and accomplishments and how they relate to the role. You can create a concise resume summary in 3 steps. 1. Jot down your most important experiences and skills. This can include details like any certifications, soft skills, technical skills, the ability to speak multiple languages, awards, or any other achievements you have. 2. Carefully review the job description of the position you're applying for. Take note of the requirements or aspects within it that overlap with your qualifications. 3. Put together 2 to 3 sentence summary that briefly showcases those skills. Your statement should start with a key adjective for yourself. Use the active voice and include key action words to describe your experience. We'll talk more about adjectives in just a moment. Some people choose to use sentences while others prefer bullet points. Both formats are useful for explaining traits or qualifications, but bulleted lists are especially helpful for entry-level candidates. They're also a good format if you have several distinct qualities you want to express with some detail. They may be less useful if you have qualities that are too short to put in a bulleted format. Now, 3 is the magic number of bullet points to use. If you use less than 3, the summary might look sparse. If you use 4 or 5, it can actually overwhelm your resume. Now, if you're confused because you thought a resume summary was only 1 sentence max, you're not alone. It's easy to mix up a resume summary and an objective statement. For my next tip, I'll explain the difference and which one I recommend. A summary and an objective statement both serve up professional highlights at the top of a resume. While a resume summary highlights a few important experiences and skills you've acquired, a resume objective is a simple statement of your career goals. A resume summary is 2 to 3 sentences in length, and an objective is just 1. Let's quickly compare the two. Here's an example of a resume summary. Highly motivated sales professional seeking a full-time sales representative position with ABC Company, where I can demonstrate my strong customer service and negotiation skills. I bring 3 years of retail sales experience and a bachelor's degree in business administration. And here's a resume objective. Motivated nursing student seeking to develop more extensive experience working with elderly patients. Between the two formats, I would always recommend including a resume summary over an objective statement. A resume summary allows you to tell a story, while an objective statement is an intent for employment that a recruiter can gather from your application. For more information on when to use an objective statement versus a resume summary, check out this career guide article. Before I move on, let me know if you're finding this advice to be helpful by liking and subscribing for more job search related content. All right, my next tip for writing an effective resume summary is to quantify your experience. A resume summary aims to get your key qualifications across quickly. That means that you want your most relevant skills and experiences to be easy to find. Quantifying key details from your experience allows recruiters to get an immediate snapshot of your qualifications. Like with resume bullet points, numbers are your friends. What metrics or accomplishments speak to your success? Consider including total years of experience relevant to the role or industry, the size of the team you led if you're seeking a management position, including class information if you're a teacher, like how many lectures you conducted or how many students were in attendance. Accomplishments like large sales you exceeded or the book of clients you handled. For this example, I'll share my personal resume summary. Seasoned career services professional with 10 plus years experience in team leadership, recruiting, talent acquisition, customer service management, and career coaching roles with the purpose of helping others find their best fit jobs. I'm accomplished in creating job exploration programs and events, developing a career services mobile app for college students, and most recently, leading a team of 15 career coaches that provided advice and guidance to tens of thousands of job seekers. My next tip for writing an effective resume summary is to always use an adjective. A resume summary should tell a story. As with any good story, paint a detailed picture by using adjectives that provide additional insight into who you are as a professional. This is an especially helpful technique for entry-level candidates who may lack years of experience. In this case, consider adjectives to describe your personality and work ethic rather than your work experience. Use adjectives like enthusiastic, dedicated, energetic, self-motivated, and customer-oriented. One word of advice, don't use general adjectives like smart or superlatives like best that don't really say much or add anything to your resume. For someone with limited years of experience, here's an example of a resume summary to use. Friendly customer service professional committed to balancing company goals while helping all customers find satisfactory solutions. If you've gained years of experience as a professional, adjectives can be used to combat ageism in the hiring process. Adjectives like seasoned, innovative, versatile, adaptable, and qualified are good for summarizing your many years of experience while also indicating your ability to grow and change. If you're interested in hearing more advice on how to reduce potential age bias in the job search, check out the Indeed Jobcast, Avoiding Ageism, that you can view right here. Now, an example resume summary for a seasoned professional might be dynamic, tech-savvy marketing manager with 8 years of experience building strong social media followings from scratch, collaborating cross-functionally to achieve business goals, and developing innovative marketing collateral. For more examples of adjectives to use to strengthen your resume, be sure to check out this career guide article. My final tip for writing an effective resume summary is to keep it relevant for the role. As I mentioned earlier, your resume summary should tell a story about who you are as a professional and why you're a qualified candidate. But emphasizing skills that you don't need for the role might indicate that you aren't the right fit for the job. To avoid this, only include your total years of experience and key skills and proficiencies that are relevant to the position. This is especially important to remember if you're switching careers. For example, if you were a restaurant manager for 5 years before becoming a software developer, you would only highlight your coding experience in your resume summary. In addition to relevant experience, you may also want to draw immediate attention to a specific degree or certification you hold that's required or preferred for the role. For an example, a software engineer might have a resume summary that looks like this. Microsoft certified professional with 8 years experience in software engineering. Extensive background in full software development lifecycle, including design, coding, testing, debugging, and maintenance of web applications using .NET technologies. In-depth knowledge of web architecture, development techniques, object-oriented design, design patterns, and agile methodologies. So there you have it. As a recap, create a resume summary after reflecting on the role. Then place your resume summary immediately after your name and contact information. Keep it 2 to 3 sentences or 3 bullet points max. Provide a summary rather than an objective statement. Quantify your experience, always use adjectives, and include professional highlights relevant to the role only. For more information on how to write an effective resume summary, be sure to check out this career guide article. Now, if you found this video to be helpful, please share it with others. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.